Hello there, and we're off on another adventure today. And we've got the three boys with us, Ash, Willow and Blackthorn, and we're visiting a reservoir called Wet Sleddale. It's a bit of a dank day. It has forecast heavy rain, but at the moment that's holding off, so we'll see how far we get. I don't find walking in the rain particularly enjoyable, but I don't mind setting off and it raining afterwards, so that's where we are. First challenge of the day is to get over these stepping stones and see if the boys will do it without me having to carry them. There we go. Right, come on, let's go over. Ash, you're in the way there, buddy. Yeah, we safely there. It's always interesting because Ash is connected to my waist, so if he pulls it can be a little bit tricky. Over, let's have a quick spin round at what we can see. So there's the reservoir, and we're now looking north towards Shap. That is the head of the reservoir. Over there looking towards, I don't really know where, probably the Pennine sort of area and the M6. You can probably see the M6 from Sleddale. Quick sheep scan. Can't see any sheep. Willow and Blackthorn can come off for a run. Quick look round. Beautiful reservoir. Back to where we came from. Please have much of a wander. Actually still on his leave because he would sooner be by that tree in the distance on the path rather than by us. So that's why he stays on the lead for the time being. But we're working on that. Doing lots of training with him at the moment. Getting to do some loose lead walking, which he's doing very nicely at the moment. And then he can get some freedom. It's a mighty tree. Strange how the sky is looking blue on this screen, but it's not. It's rather grey and rainy. What a fine specimen of a tree that is. I'm going to carry on following this path. Right, you can see the whole walk from here. In front of Ash. So I want to follow down this path, and roughly where that tree is there, I'm going to take a right, cross over a river, and then we wander up. You can't see it on this, another finger of God moment. There is a farmhouse. That is Slade Hall. We walk up there, then we walk along that ridge back round towards the header of the reservoir. So it's a nice circular walk. It's only about 4 or 5 miles, which is ideal for this time of year because, you know, it gets dark early. Here he comes. Come on, Blackthorn. Hey, are you having a mad moment? Is it good to be off lead, Tony? Well, it's fun. Are you having fun, Ash? How about you, Tony? A little pitter patter of raindrops and puddles. Always amazes me when you get to gates how much water accumulates by them. It's almost like people decide, let's put a gate here, there's a river. That's what we really need. There we go. Coming through, boys. Come on, guys. Good boys. Yeah. Closed in one. This is now where we start looking for the bridge over the river. I think this is the River Lowther that flows into here. Another bit of a bogfest there going on. If we keep to the wall, boys. Carry on going, Ash. You can do it. Good boys. That's it. Over you go. You coming, Willow? Oh dearie me, how do we get past here? I think we go this. Let's keep to the wall, guys. I think that might be the driest way. Are you coming? Come on, Ash. I can't move with you. There we go. Now, so at this point, we need to keep an eye out for the bridge, which is down there somewhere. Finger of God moment. And about there, I think, near that mound. There's a sty over there. So we'll go through this gap and follow that wall down and see where that takes us. We often think of Lakeland, we're in the Lake District National Park here, as being natural and unspoilt territory or terrain. It isn't, because when you look round you can see lots of buildings. So we have a farm building there. These hills have been denuded of their trees. This have been rich forest land in the Neolithic times. As you scroll round we can see Sleddale Hall there, and again that's in a clearing. And then of course we've got in the distance there Wet Sleddale Reservoir, which is also man-made by damming a small lake. So man has had a huge impact on the environment and terrain, which we now, or a lot of us now, seek out for solitude and our mental health. Well, realistically it's actually pretty much a man-made environment through our actions of farming, in certain areas of the Lake District mining. So it's a different sort of industry. Have a bit of a Willow cam moment. Willow always likes to stand quite close to me and slightly behind. Whereas the collies, Ash the Smooth and Blackthorn the Rough, like to take the lead. Gosh, it's very wet, this ground. These waterproof boots aren't waterproof. If you look towards the gate, which is roughly in the middle of the screen at this moment in time, again it's surrounded by marshy land. Well, the gate's in the way, but isn't that beautiful? Let's move up and get that gate out of the shot. There we go. You can hear the thundering of the water going underneath the bridge. Marvellous stuff. And over we go. Blackthorn, we're not going that way. let's just check. I think, just quickly check the map and I'll come back. Here we are, the first stile of the day. It's quite nice, the landowner or farmer has put some protective plastic over the barbed wire. I'm just going to lift Blackthorn over first. A number of coats I've gone through over the years with barbed wire snagging them. Over we go. Oh, there a minute. There we go. Just got his lead caught. He's twice the size of the guys, aren't you, Ashy? Back legs down. Right then, now it's just me to get over. Sort out Ashy's lead. Over we go. Not only are we fell walking, we're also doing a bit of gym as well. And we've just got snagged by a rock. Right, let's just go and free ourselves, Ash. Right, not too far from Sled Hall. We have a little barn just coming up to the crook of this path, and then that leads up to Sled Barn, which is just nestling in the trees. It's past the barn we actually start going up a little bit more. We don't go quite to the top of the fells, we're probably in towards the middle of the fell and follow that round. In summer and late spring, this will make a lovely evening walk. Like I said before, it's not that long. You can do it in 2 or 3 hours. And just bob up and watch the sunset in the west over the hills. Maybe you'll get some sparkling effects over on the reservoir there. Just spotted a waterfall, so let's go and have a little shufty at that. How gorgeous is that? That's the barn that we saw on the path. Let's go and have a look at what view it would have if you turn that into some holiday accommodation. Keep to this side, Ash. That would be some view, wouldn't it, if you turn that into a dwelling. Another quick spin round and have a look at the barn view from a slightly different angle. How is that? I wonder if the sheep appreciate it. Sheep in the distance, not quite so much there. There could be Swaledales looking at those. They don't have such a strong head as the herdies do. And we're just approaching the switchback now, which is taking us onto the high path back, which is great because we get some magnificent views. And there's no rush, plenty of time. We are here to to enjoy the scenery. It's a Sunday, and so day of rest, recuperation before going back to work tomorrow in the office, well, a home office. So it does make me very happy. You know, we can see sheep. She's on quite a long line. While he's noticed the sheep, from his body language, he's curious, but he's not looking to stalk and move them up, which is his instinct. After all, even though he's a smooth collie, he's a herding breed, and you know, smooth collies and rough collies come from Scotland, and their job was to help shepherds manage their flocks. So it's in their nature to be very sensitive to movement and to herd things together, which is why lots of people sometimes have problems with border collies, because again, you know, border collies are famous for being sheepdogs. But, you know, it's before them you had the rough and the smooth collies who were herding. But the problem that we have in an urban environment is their need, their inbred trait to chase fast moving objects. So that can be cars, bikes, people, children, and also to get them all together in a group, because that's what they do, they herd. And so in an urban environment they carry out what we bred them to do over hundreds and hundreds of years, and yet we find it inconvenient now when they're living with us in an urban environment. That leads to all sorts of problems. They get frustrated, they can lunge, they can bark, they can snap, which scares people. It's just that you have to be aware of their needs. They're a highly energetic breed and they need to get out. They might not be walking every day as long as you can keep them entertained, you know, through enrichment, playing games and things like that. But they need to use their minds. They're problem solvers. So we need to engage that to give them a happy and fulfilling life. And back onto our route. Get through this gate. Right, so we have another style moment. Let's get Blackthorn over first. Oop. There we go, Thorny. There we go. No. Wait there. Good boy. Then we get Willow. Now Willow's easy because Willow's nice and light. There you go, Willow. Just wait there, boys. Right over there. I know, this is good. Now we get big Ashy dog. Over the ash. Good boy. And now it's my turn. It's a bit of a slippy style, this. Wait there, Ash. And off we go. Here we go. More stylish fun. and lots of water. Actually, let's go the other side. That seems very strange. Let's go and have a look at what's going on there. We have a footpath marker, but no way. There's no stile, just a fence. Time to check the map. Back true. Well, since there's no stile and the footpath runs through this field, it's time to do a bit of mountaineering. So we'll start off again with Little Thorny. Little thorn over this low fence. There we go. And then we're going to gather, actually Willow's lead up because I keep getting it caught. Lift up little Willow. She can go over. Willow, stop you wiggling. There we go. And then it's Ash's turn. Got Ash. And when climbing over a fence, looks like a few people have done it because it's bent. It's always best to stand near a pole because that's where the fence wires attach to the pole. On the hill and the leg over. So there we are, over the fence, through that gate, and we can follow the wall back down again. Oh, what an adventure. Feels very much like the rain's come in now. The views have sort of closed off and there's a gentle pitter patter of raindrops. Yeah, so it's been good though. It's been nice to be out and about. That is our first view of the head of the reservoir with its overflowing, and that's where we're heading back to. It's sort of eased off a bit, which is nice. Bit of a leg kick there to get over Ash's lead. Boys are running free again because we've got no sheep. And coming towards the end of a beautiful day. Well, beautiful walk. Still plenty of things to do today, like coffee and cake. Always worth rewarding yourself after a walk. And I've got some chews in the car for the boys, so they can have a chew each. And yeah, I'll have something sweet. And we're heading back now, almost onto a farm road. And from there, we'll be back to the car. And in the distance there, you should be able to see the overflow of the reservoir. Close the gate. There we go. Nice strong clunk. And we go through onto the road here. Now I think there's a path towards the head of the reservoir, so we'll be able to go and have a look at the overspill, which looks quite dramatic from afar, so hopefully it will look even better as we get closer. So there's the bridge and a gate towards it. Gives us a chance to check out where the drop went. Right, let's just go through the gate. Ooh. Let's lift the gates up. Look at a bit of a thin entrance there. The gate's got stuck in a rock. So anyway, very unelegantly pushed through. Let's close the gate. And let's go over the bridge. Go on, boys. Oh, 3 boys tripping along. It's been quite a, well, I find it's been a fun day. Hope they've had a fun time too. They seem to have had lots of sniffs, lots of time off lead. Willow has been on the long line, so he's had some freedom too. So it's all been a very successful morning. So there we are, the reservoir overtopping. It looks very small from here, so let's get a little bit closer. And I wonder if we can, there's a bridge in front of it, I wonder if we can get on that bridge and then we can have a good view. Right, catch you in a minute. Makes some beautiful patterns. The water as it overflows the dam. Yeah. Very pretty. A bit mesmerising as well, isn't it, really? The way that water cascades. I'll see if I can get this camera to zoom in. There's usually the zooms in these action cameras isn't very good, but we'll give it a go. Not that too shabby, is it? Very pretty. Right, let's head back to the car and get comfy. Well, we're back in the car and it's time to head home after a fantastic weekend. It did turn out to be a very wet walk towards the end, but you know, it was still a lovely day out and nowhere near as bad as the weather people had forecast, so I'm glad we actually made the effort. And hang on, I think we need to clean the camera lens. There we go. Okay, we've got a smear now, so little dots. Yeah, so that's the end of this adventure around Wet Sleddale Reservoir, which lived up to its name, and I look forward to meeting you on our next adventures. Ta for now.